everybody, and welcome back to another On The Table video. So, what have I been up to this time? Well, I started thinking to myself about the future, about expanding my army even more, although it is approaching quite a large points count in regards to Adeptus Mechanicus. So I decided to myself, how can I include an Adeptus Mechanicus feel, an Adeptus Mechanicus flavour into something else? And I was like, well, I kind of really like all the tanks and stuff that the Mechanicum stuff has for Forge World, and I was like, it's just such a shame that at the moment that there's no way of using those for an actual game of 40k, only in 30k. And the sad fact of the matter is that we were going to be able to get them. However, it was going to be in the Fires of Charaxus book, I think, which was coming out through Forge World. That was going to be like an Adeptus Mechanicus versus Tau type campaign. However, sadly, the guy that was writing it and translating all the rules from 30k to 40k, he sadly passed away halfway through doing it. So that's basically been put on hold and completely shit-canned, I think, at the moment. So, unfortunately, you won't see that anytime soon. However, it did get me thinking, how can I use those awesome Adeptus Mechanicus vehicles like the Krios Battle Tank and the Armoured Conveyor and all that kind of cool stuff that's on the Forge World website into 40k? And I thought, I know, I could proxy them as Imperial Guard. And I was like, oh, that's really interesting. I've got an Imperial Guard Codex, and yeah, I could use that. So I thought to myself, the detachments and stuff, I thought, I'll go with a small detachment. I'll go with like the basic one, which is like 1 HQ, a troop's choice, then I can pick whatever I want then. But I needed something for troops. So I thought to myself, I know, I'll make myself some Tech Guard, which are here. So these Tech Guard were basically what I had in mind of doing before Adeptus Mechanicus actually came out properly. This is what I had in mind. I was going to use Cadian bodies, I was going to use third-party heads and weapons to create the kind of Skitarii look. And this is what I came up with in the raw sense of it. So we've gone for, with these, I've gone for obviously added Skitarii bits, because obviously they are available now. I didn't have to settle on third-party bits, and Skitarii heads and Cadian bodies, and they fit really well. I was very surprised actually at how well everything fits. A few little issues. I did have to trim the neck pieces down off the Cadian bodies in order to get the heads to fit, and also there was a little bit of a gap, so I might have to go under there with some filler, you know, some plastic putty or something, and fill in that little neck gap that is on a few of them like that, as you can see down there. But again, one of the issues is the ball joint connector on the neck of the Skitarii just will not fit the Cadian one at all. It's totally the wrong size, but at the same time the head is kind of the right size. It's very, very strange. So I'm doing them. So these are what I've came up with in regards to the actual build of them, and in regards to the colour scheme, I'm keeping them very similar to my actual Skitarii, which is the red theme with a kind of like blue pants. Let's just try and get all these guys all together. Everything is falling over. What the fuck is going on? There we go. And there's the Alpha in the middle. Well, not the Alpha, the squad leader. I'm going to be using these guys as Adeptus Scions because they are a little bit more elite, they hit a little bit better, a little bit harder, and are a bit more survivable. We're going to have a unit of 10 of them. That's all I need. But this is basically how they're going to be. So brown boots, like the blue, kind of like undergarments for the pants, red and silver. Obviously, this is a very, very basic blocked-in colour scheme with a wash over it at the moment. I've got a bit more work to do on these in order to make them pop. And I gave them obviously radium carbines. I did give them the the Jezzails, is it? I can't remember what the other weapon that the Adeptus Mechanicus use for their frontline troops is. But I was going to give them that, but it was just too long. They didn't look compact enough, didn't look tactical enough to be used as Adeptus Scions. So that is how they are there. So they're going to be finished off fairly soon. Let's just move these to the side. In other news, I have actually gone and done a little bit more progress on the what I'm going to be using as a Scorpius Dune Rider, which is over here. So I've actually, need to zoom out a little bit. I actually put some backtracks on it, and again, blocked some colours in and given it a wash. The backtracks were perfect for the model itself. They are from Ramshackle Games, in case you were wondering, and they fit really nicely, and they give it a really unique footprint and a really unique profile. We got like the guns and stuff on there. Oh god, why is that not moving? Why is that not moving? There we go. I think it's just, it's just washed, it's stuck. But the guns all move, the guns are all magnetised. just for ease of use. Can they be swapped? I don't know. No, they cannot be swapped. Oh, Jesus. There we go. They cannot be swapped in any way. So that is how they are. Double at the front, single at the rear. Giggity, giggity, giggity goo. Yeah, very happy with how this turned out. My only issue is that, obviously, I did like this back engine piece here, and I kind of wanted, after gluing it all down, I wanted to kind of take it off and have that as like the back hatch. But I like the engine, I'm still happy with it. It's just that there's only really 2 access points now at the sides. Got some AdMech logos and some hazard symbols and stuff on there, just to kind of like break up the monotony of the red. And some blocked in brass and stuff. And again, this is still something that needs to be finished. But it's progress, and progress is what we like. Would really like to know what you guys think on this, especially now I've got the back tracks on. In regards to the price of these, really, really cheap. I think they were only about £4, I think, from Ramshackle Games, and they're really, really good, nice and chunky. They are solid resin, and that weird resin that smells really funny as well, which I'm not a huge fan of, but nonetheless, it still works well. I also decided to do something else. I was thinking to myself, I want to start a big project, and I thought to myself, I know, I'll do something that I've always wanted to do. However, I've only done part of it so far, and the part of it that I have for you to show is this right here, guys. If you guys are on my Instagram, you will know pretty much what this is for. However, this is what I've done so far as of recording this video. I've actually I've recorded this a little bit, not in advance, but I've recorded this now, and then obviously it's not in the order of things that are being released anyway, so it's going to be out of sync. But I might need to show you guys. Well, I do need to show you guys. As you can see, it's a Chimera hull, but it's the wrong way around. Obviously, that is the front of it. However, you're never going to see this bit, hence why this bit isn't actually painted. We've got some beautiful consoles in here, which I had a lot of fun painting. And this is big enough for an actual miniature to sit in, as I will now demonstrate with my White Dwarf. Aha! There we go. That's big enough for... Actually, no, it's not big enough for him. He's too wide! Let's go with someone a little bit more slim and slender, like my Adeptus Mechanicus female right here. So she can actually fit right in there, and actually use this as a kind of display piece as well for certain miniatures. So that's pretty cool. So I'm liking that. But yeah, I had lots of fun making all the little consoles. We've got some like writing and stuff on here. Not really writing, it's just like white squiggles. We've got some like displays, all the little buttons and stuff, and glowy screens. It was just a real dream to do. Added some nice little hazard transfers down there and on the sides. We've got some more transfers going on here. I wanted to cover up the Adeptus Mechanicus, not the Adeptus Mechanicus, the Imperial Guard iconography that's underneath there. You can just about see it. So I put these like hatches on that came from some terrain piece. And then at the front we have this cool like little void shield generator effort going on here, and then the front is this big like cogitator skull, which just looks really cool and just screams Adeptus Mechanicus. But yeah, so that's what I've done on this. This is going to be a small part to a big project, so guys, stay tuned for that. I would love to hear your views and your opinions on some of these models and stuff like that, what I've done, so please leave a comment in the doobly-doo down below. And also, what do you think this is the front for? If you guys know, and you've been and you've seen bits and bobs on the Instagram, you know, beforehand, don't give the game away. Let people, you know, speculate in the comments. I do like reading the comments. In fact, I love reading the comments. Every comment I get, I do give a thorough read to. It's very, very good, very, very nice for the channel and helps it grow. Also, whilst you put in a comment, or whilst you're on the channel, whilst you're on the video, leave a like, and don't forget to check out the socials, and the link in the doobly-doo down below. But yeah, guys, I will thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So, see you now, and goodbye.